Sa question 58, pag-uusapan natin kung ano yung scope of the Commissioner's authority in collection. So sa collection tayo. Mayroon din siyang authority, of course, pagdating sa assessment. Okay, ito, basahin natin muna yung scenario. Sabi dito, the Commissioner of Internal Revenue has the primary and non-delegable responsibility for the enforcement and administration of the National Internal Revenue Code. In the context of tax collection, what is the nature of the authority granted? Okay, mayroon siyang primary and non-delegable, pero mayroon ding mga delegable. Hindi naman lahat non-delegable. Pero there are certain na mga responsibilities or mga powers na hindi niya pwedeng i-delegate. Anyway, in the context, dito tayo sa context ng collection, what is the nature of the authority granted by the CIR regarding the use of remedies like distraint and levy? Ito pag ano natin, if we try to get back, ito kasi sa remedies kasi ito. So makikita mo doon sa topic na yan na yung mga 1 million and below could be executed other than the CIR. Pag 1 million na yung involved na amount, yung CIR mismo yung mag-execute. Okay. Now, alin dito yung nature authority granted by CIR regarding the remedies sa remedies like distraint at saka yung levy. What is the nature of authority? So, una, tingnan natin, letter A. CIR's authority is merely ministerial. So, ministerial lang daw and can only be exercised after the court of law. Ibig sabihin, he has to ask first the court of law kung pwede ba siya mag-collect or hindi. So, hindi ito ang tamang sagot kasi kahit wala yung court or any permission from the court, as long as yung ginagawa niya is according to the law, pwede niyang gawin yung kanyang power to collect tax. Ito namang letter B, CIR's authority is discretionary and summary. Okay? Ang CIR can employ remedies like distraint and levy on taxpayers' property without prior judicial approval. Okay, ito without prior judicial approval. To ensure the immediate collection. Kasi sa mayroon sa collection, we have mayroong two ways to execute collection. May summary proceedings at saka mayroong judicial proceedings. Judicial proceedings is ito yung mangongolekta ka pero you need to go to court in order to collect the tax. Ito namang summary proceedings, you don't need to go to court para mangongolekta ka ng tax. Pwede kang i-freeze mo yung assets ng taxpayer or kukunin mo lahat yung mga personal nila ng mga properties at saka yung real properties. Pwede yung gawin. Pwede yung gawin yung isa lang or yung isa lang muna out sa dalawa or pwede mo siyang isabay yung distraint at saka yung levy. So again, tama itong letter B na at his discretion of the kasi meron yung sariling timing kung paano sila paano yung magsiserve. But anyway, all of those execution are guided by laws. Mayroon yung specific kung paano. Letter C naman is yung CIR's authority is limited to the voluntary remedies such as accepting compromise. So hindi yon kasi kung ganon, we cannot collect tax on time. Kung ganon lang yung pwedeng gawin ng CIR. Kasi sabi dito, all coercive remedies daw must be undertaken by Department of Justice. No, that is not true. Letter D, the CIR's authority is co-equal with the city treasurers. No, this CIR's is national. It's dealing national collection of taxes. Itong naman, city treasurer is a local lang. Meaning any action taken by the CIR must first validate by the local. No, hindi. So mali yung letter D. So our answer now is letter B, which is discretionary and summary, and of course in accordance with the law. So hindi yung kailangan ng approval ng judicial or any other para siya mag-execute.